Hello and welcome back to some more Katherine. This is LPGrodus, and we shall continue on where we left off last episode.
You could even reply to some
So yeah,
messages.
we saw Vincent here coming to the bar, hanging out with his friends, but then they left. And then he apparently got a text message, or 3 of them. So let's read them, eh? Okay, this is some information about the text messages. That's not really important. This just explains the basics on how to reply to the text messages. So we got one from Katherine here, checking in. Let's see what it says. Like I said before, I'm having dinner with some old friends. It's surprising. Most of them are already married, and almost half of them have kids. They're all showing off pictures of the families, and it makes me feel left out. Maybe it's time for us to get out of our comfort zone too. So yeah, let us reply. You can actually skip to reply. It's not a requirement. There's actually a trophy for not ever replying to any of her comments, I believe. I mean text messages. You can actually get certain things from doing so, but yeah. Let's borrow you. Let's not write that. Let's see what we're overthinking it. Sorry, can't think now.
No.
Let's see, does it bother you? We definitely don't worry about it, that's for sure. Is there a third?
No.
I don't think that's a good thing to say. Yeah, we should go with, we should work at our own pace. Yeah, let's talk about it. Good night. Actually, no. That's not really nice. Ah, crap!
No.
That's the wrong one.
Nah.
There we go. Don't want to use good night.
No.
There we go. Oh yeah, that's the karma meter. Depending on if it's on the blue or red, the ending will depend on it. But that's not all that makes the ending. Let's see, we have a award here. Fair enough. At the diary we can actually save the game. So we might as well do with that. There's 12 different save files. So let's start out by saving on this one. Save successful, that's wonderful. And there we have it.
When certain words and actions change Vincent's inner ideas, a meter will be
So yeah. This is basically the game explaining the karma meter.
Remember it.
And it looks like he's drinking a Rome-based drink.
How many years have we been together?
Yeah, you don't really have to
Figured this would happen.
think about the text messages to Vincent.
I don't want to give her trouble.
So yeah, the
You got mail.
Spam?
the text is also automatic at times. So we got 2 new text messages. Congratulations. So that, yeah, you get a text message every time you beat a stage. And we can also see awards here, which we can see the best prize. We can also retry the level at any time we want, and we get an image for beating it. So that's kind of cool. And this, what's that? Oh yeah, this is basically that we unlocked Babel, or Babel, whatever it's pronounced. So that's all the text messages we got for this night. So yeah, the game basically goes between this part, where you sit here in the
You got
stray sheep, and the dream sections, aside with all the cutscenes. This game is very cutscene based, actually. Are you out drinking at stray sheep again? You know you have to work tomorrow. Jeez, take it easy, okay? Guilty as charged.
Nah.
You don't own me.
No.
Ah, we might as well admit. we'll be okay. We're sticking to Cuba Libres. And good night. Why not? And look at that. We actually went higher on the karma meter towards blue. And that's mostly where we will be going when it comes to text messages, I believe, because
I don't know. I just don't feel like going.
I'm answering the closest answer to what I would answer myself. So basically, and I'm generally a decent guy, even though I can be a douchebag. But generally I'm a nice guy, which means that most of my answer will actually turn on the blue side. But there will be more to this later on. Yeah, and this voice actor, she is very talented, but she's in pretty much every game I play. If there's an JRPG I play, she's in it. In fact, she's even a voice actor in... No, wait, that's the wrong person I'm thinking of. But
Hi.
this girl is also very talented.
Mind if I sit
She's
here?
mostly in the newer Tales games. She's the voice of Marta in Tales of Symphonia 2. She's the voice for Sherry in Tales of Graces F. And that's the only games I actually can think of right now which she's been in. But I definitely know she's in some more than just one JRPG that I own. Okay, so apparently Vincent met a blonde chick at the stray sheep. So it's now night. And we're now in the nightmare on the second day.
Ah, it's you. What are you waiting for?
And look at that, there's a sheep. There's more than just one sheep. There's several sheeps. So yeah, here we have the world map, let's call it that. Or the overall map, where we'll see what kind of stage we'll encounter. This is stage 2, the Prison of Despair, also known, and we're on the first floor of the Prison of Despair. So the game starts out very basic for you,
Last night's
on normal and easy, which means that it will be quite easy for you to get the grip on the game here in the beginning.
What's going on?
It's not too hard. Also, these blocks you see with the faces on, we cannot move them. We can grab onto them, but we cannot move them. No, also those blocks right in front of me, they will crack whenever you move on to them. So be careful how you step on them. I think you can step on them 2 times, and when you get off them, then they will break.
Listen, watch out for the crack.
Yeah, the game here will explain it to you. So every stage the game will introduce a new type of block, basically.
There are
Or
several types
most of
of
the time.
such as cracked blocks and heavy blocks.
So
Whenever you see a new
there's
block,
new things
proceed
that
with
most of the time, which is pretty nice. So yeah, it's broken twice now. If we would step on it again, it would be bad. And I kind of thought I would screw up there, but I guess I didn't. Actually, I think I did. So let's undo all this.
Undo.
I am going to grab this one, however, and grab it over here. And here we go. That's how you do it. So let's push this one out. You can also climb on blocks, which the game will explain right now.
It's a really useful technique.
Or rather hang on the blocks.
There's nothing to stand on when you pull a block out.
So if you're blocked out like this, you can hang down and
Without a block, you'll
climb on the blocks.
Try it out.
Which is pretty good way to get past certain areas as well.
Useful way to maneuver.
And we're going to have to do it in order to be able to get through the entire level. Or the stage rather. So let's push this block over here so we can access this catch.
got it.
And then we can reach this place.
If you can't see ahead of you, try looking
Yeah, you can
around.
also look with the camera, the right stick analog. And you can look ahead of this. And if you can see up there, there's a checkpoint in case we would need one.
You might find an easy path up.
Then again, I don't really see the point of using it too
Use
much.
the right stick.
It has its uses, that's for sure. But normally I don't really use it that
Take
much.
a look around before moving on.
I mostly use the surrounding area.
I got it.
So let us push out every block here. So that we can create the best kind of way here there is. So there we go. It should be enough to just push this one out. And as you can tell, we can now hear the clock.
Also push rows of blocks all at once too.
And yes, we can actually push several blocks if they're close to each other.
There's no limit to how many blocks you can move at one time.
Yeah, since this is a dream, strength is not an issue. We can basically ignore the laws of physics.
Alright, I got it.
And since the cache, like I explained in the last episode,
When you touch
the cache do in fact apply on the total amount of score. So you want to collect as many cache as you possibly can.
Be sure to tag it.
Also, if you go for checkpoints, or rather if you go for gold, you're not allowed to die a single time on a normal.
Alright, I got it.
So even if you collect a checkpoint, it's highly recommended that you start over from the beginning. Also, even if you undo, the blocks who have already fallen, they will remain fallen, so they will not repair themselves. It's only the current move you've done that will repair itself.
Alright, I got it.
Oh, look at that, we actually have to push now. Okay, that's not good. Might have actually screwed this up. So let's undo that move, so that we can get the meter back up. Let's push this one over here again. Okay, we only need one more, and here we go. So, we made it over here. Let's grab it, and we're done with this part of the stage. The further you get, the more stages there will be. So keep that in mind as well. Also, depending on what difficulty you play on, you'll get a bonus. Also, you saw that I got a gold here. It doesn't really matter that much. I can get a silver on the next level if I want to, and I would still be able to either get a silver or a gold, depending on my total scores. But as long as you manage to get at least mostly gold, you will get a gold in the totals. And this is the resting place.
You're the sheep.
And in this nightmare, everyone see themselves as sheep, or rather the others as sheep, and they see themselves as a normal person.
Wish I knew. One thing.
So during these areas you can actually stay and talk with some of the people,
We're going to be killed.
or talk with the sheep.
If you see this place once, it's all over. You'll keep coming back.
Yeah, unfortunately. And as you can see, apparently there's some sheep stuck in the prison cages.
If you don't want to die,
Not really sure what's up with that, if they're going to die or what's going to happen with them.
there's no guarantee. But take a look at that. See that bell? It's like a church or something.
Yeah, it is. It's a confession hall actually.
There may be a way to escape. So there is a
Yeah, there's a way out, Vincent. You don't have to worry about it.
But we've got to believe. It keeps us sane. Those who panic died first.
So yeah, you have to remain calm most of the time in order to survive. If you stress too much, well, you're going to find yourself getting stuck and you're going to die more than likely.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I'm going now. No, wait. You hurry too.
Yeah, you better hurry as fast as possible.
Can't be serious.
Sadly, Vincent, it is serious.
On the landings, you can save your progress and talk.
Yeah, you can also save here.
Go on, talk to them.
Yeah, so now we want to talk with them. It could be a good thing to actually save first. Because depending on what you answer here, it has some effects on the real world. So you gotta be careful about it. With your answers and all that, I mean. But here on the first level, it doesn't really matter that much.
Even if it means kicking off others. If you get in my way, I'll kick you off.
That's not very kind. Yeah, and as you can see, it's now grayed out. That means we've already talked to him and he has nothing new to say.
If you don't run, you'll die. I've got to keep running. I can't die
Yeah,
here.
this is kind of gruesome way of dying. Dying in your dream.
You? I can't trust you. No, I'm not going with anyone. I've had it with people trying to
So yeah, it's basically everyone out for themselves. Which is kind of sad.
I don't want to die.
So, yeah, calm down, man.
Just calm down. Are you saying that to try to bring my guard
No.
down? I'm not falling for that.
But yeah, you can see the sheep that looks exactly like sheep and nothing special with them. That's basically it. There's nothing with them.
Everyone's just out to save themselves.
So whenever the area is purple, there's something new they have to say.
Techniques. They're the key to survival.
So yeah, these two, they are discussing climbing techniques.
You want me to teach you the technique I found?
And here you can actually learn new techniques.
All right.
You usually need them on the next level, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you actually need them on a later stage. So it's very important that you... well, it's not very important, but it has its advantage of actually checking out the techniques they have to teach you.
What you think?
Nice.
So yeah, now we learned about the pyramid technique,
Tough by itself. Consider using this one too.
and now we'll learn a new one from the guy with the glasses,
Allow me to explain the slide.
or the sheep with the glasses rather.
Pull out 2 blocks vertically, then slide the bottom.
Yeah,
one
this is also a decent technique, but there's another technique that we'll learn later on that is much more effective, which I prefer using.
over. Since edges
I think it's called the ladder technique actually,
even in tight spots.
and
Oh, you're a genius.
well, you'll see later on.
Bet you didn't know.
That's better to know. Yeah, I didn't know.
Anyway, what I want to say is this: if you're relying on luck to keep
Yeah, it's actually not very luck based.
I know.
There is some luck in it, but most of it is skill when you climb and all that.
Some techniques
You gotta think in before. It is a puzzle game after all. You can't you can't rely on sheer luck.
tell me, okay?
You actually have to be smart about it and actually figure out the puzzle in before. Do you have anything to say?
Everyone dies eventually.
Yeah, they do.
Dying sooner at least saves you some pain, right?
I guess you're right about it, but I think I would rather want to leave as long as possible.
What was I taking here?
Then again, everyone doesn't want to live forever.
Those cages. Why
Yeah, I'm
are
wondering that too.
I've had it. Get me out of here.
Okay, so that's everyone. Except you, of course.
Where am I? What's with all these damn sheep?
I have no idea about it.
I want to know. Can you tell me anything? They told me to go up. What's up there?
Yeah, we basically want to climb up as much as possible. However, I will save the game once again. I will actually save over that save file as did, because nothing really happened here. That is important. That we don't already know of, I mean. And we did increase our karma, so that's right. So, this has been LPGrodus. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Stay froggy, everyone. Stay froggy, everyone, and I'll see you next time. See you then.